Hey everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. Before we begin, I would love it if you guys hit that like button. It does help out the channel. And if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you guys here all the time. If you do, don't forget to ring that bell and it'll notify you anytime I do drop a new video. What are we taking a look at? Well, this is the Kizer Towser K. And these go for about $69 on Amazon. This has been a really fun knife. So I've just been so excited because all the knives I've had lately, I've really enjoyed and had fun with them. This is actually on loan from Mr. Napster Ninja. This is another one he was just so gracious to give us a bunch of knives to review, and I really, really appreciate it. There you can see the Towser K marking there. This is a 154 cm blade, and you've got this beautiful sheep's foot blade with this satin finish on it. Nice flat grind. This is not a hollow grind. That is a nice flat grind. This is a dual thumb stud opening. You can see there it came pretty well centered. A little tiny bit off, but dual thumb studs. So it is going to be a right or left hand carry. You can see there where you can switch it over. You've got a beautiful deep carry clip, and it is a true deep carry. So it is up. If you notice that the angle of the back of the knife does kind of come in a little bit, and they have actually put the clip right to the edge of that. So that is really cool. If you do like your lanyards, you do have an ability to put your lanyards on there. You've got jimping on the back of your blade here, which is going to allow you to choke up on it a lot if you so choose. Of course, you don't have to. And then you've got this beautiful handle. It is a micarta, and it's really, really nice. Just grippy enough, not too grippy, not too smooth, very comfortable in hand. I'm not a huge supporter of it telling me where to put my fingers on a knife handle. But this one, because it just has the one finger placement area, it's very comfortable. Now you do have kind of that inset scale there, so you can get to your liner lock very, very easily, which is really nice. I love that. As I said, you do have a deep carry clip on here, and it is a true deep carry, which is very, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Now, this is a large knife, and it's pretty heavy too. Let's do a couple size comparisons on this one. So let's take a look at it next to the Bug Out. Trusty old Bug Out. Bug Out. So you can see that this is more of a medium knife. I'm going to put this in the large category, the medium to large. Let's take a look at it next to the Para 2, which the PM3, which I put over here. Where did it go? All right.
She touched my Para 3.
You leave me alone. So there you go, next to the Para 3. It kind of gives you an idea of size-wise there. And, of course, we always do the Rat, too, because a lot of you guys are familiar with the Rat knives. So, this is more of a small to medium. And lastly, we will take a look at it next to the Benchmade Griptilian. So, now I would consider, that's interesting. So I would consider the Griptilian to be more of a large size knife. But yet I'm putting this one in kind of a medium to large. I don't know why. It would be considered large. So we're going to call it large. I will take that back. All right, for some actual measurements for you guys, let's do that. We are looking at a 3.5 inch blade, just over 3.5 inches. Your cutting edge is going to be right at about 3.25 inches. Your handle length or closed length is going to be about 4.5 inches, just a tad bit over there, which is going to give you an overall of 7.95 or right under 8 inches. With the pocket clip, I would call it 8 inches. That's not even, they shouldn't even put the 0.95. I don't even know why I said it. Sometimes I just don't trust them. All right, let's do a weight on this one. Now, this is one you're definitely going to know is in your pocket. So if we are looking at ounces, let's go to ounces. We are looking at 4.4 ounces. Yep, 4.4. If we go to grams, we're looking at 123 grams. So it's definitely a good size, but the shape in hand is really comfortable. I think what helps me is a little swell in the scales here. Fits very nicely, as most of you know. I have 3 inches across, 4 inches diagonally, so when I'm holding it diagonally, you know, you can see you probably have a whole nother finger or two that you can put on there. But very, very comfortable. Now, because the clip does sit up a little bit high, it ramps up there, but because it's so far back, for me, now if you have a larger hand, it could be an issue, but for me, it is very comfortable, and the clip is not a hot point at all. Now, if you have somebody like Therapeutic Edge who has larger hands, his palm's going to sit right back. Oh, hello, Therapeutic Edge. How is that pocket clip for you?
It digs into the soft meat
See?
right there, folks. But it's not, you know what? It's not terrible. It's relatively smooth. It's not terribly sharp, but I think if you definitely cut with this thing for a really long time, I would notice it.
See, so that's what I mean with larger hands, but with a smaller hand like mine, because it's kind of off the back, it's not really digging into my hand at all. It's very, very comfortable. Although I think the difference too is I'm choking up on it. So it's kind of taking me back. If I was back this way, if I was back normally on it, yes, you can see right here, it would be digging in. So, you know, I guess it just depends on what you're going to be doing with your knife, how you're going to be using it. If you're using it in your more forward hand, it's not going to be digging in as much because you're not back on it. Now, if you're going to be doing something that's going to really create more tension towards the outside of your palm, then yes, you're definitely going to notice that. For me, choking up on a little bit, it's not been an issue. And again, you can see that it sticks out the back of my palm. So I think that's why it has not bothered me. So just, you know, just a point for you guys that have the larger hands. It definitely could be a hot point for you. Now, you can always take the clip off. You know, some people prefer not to even have clips. They prefer to drop it. Maybe they wear cargo pants or whatever, and they want to just drop it in their pocket. Or maybe you prefer a lanyard over a pocket clip. So, you know, that's always a possibility there. Now, your pocket clip is not inset, however, your screws are, which is very nice. I don't like when the screws stick up because they do tend to shred the pockets or the waistband, wherever you're carrying it on it. All in all, this has been a very nice knife to have. One I would definitely add to my collection. As I said, it is only $69 on Amazon. Well worth the money. Yeah, it's just been a great overall knife. It's been fun to have. It's been fun to use. It's been, you know, it's that cleaver. It's a really good kitchen knife too, which is nice. I love being able to use my knives in the kitchen. Some of them I can't because they're just, the way they're built, they're not comfortable. A cleaver knife is something I will always use in the kitchen because it is just wonderful that way. You know, some of those more spear point, drop point knives are going to be more that I'm going to use for more, not necessarily chopping like you would with a cleaver, but more of like a paring or steak knife or something like that. Whereas this one's going to be more of an all-around, which is really nice. All right, you guys, that's been a look at the Kizer Towser K. Again, goes for $69 on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description for you. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave it in the comments section. I try to answer each and every one of you. And until next time, thank you so much for joining me.